everyone. A very good evening, everyone. Today we are live again with the World Space Week team. Today we have a special topic, which is the woman in space, the nexus between university and industry, Earth and beyond. Today we have a very special guest all the way from Madrid, Spain, that will be together with us discussing about the involvement of women in space. Yeah. In conjunction with the World Space Week, also the Space Field will brought us the consortium that volunteering for the empowering about the space education, space commons, and space technology related. So with us, without further ado, I would like to invite our special guest for today, Dr. Elena Roibás. Hola,
hello,
¿qué tal?
Hazariah, good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Dr. Elena?
Fine, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to this Space Week with this great topic, women in space.
Thank you. Thank you for accepting the invitation. How's the weather in Madrid?
Great. It's a sunny day.
Oh.
Yes.
It's 2:00, yeah, in Madrid now?
Yes, 2:00.
Yeah, and here in Malaysia is 8:00 nighttime, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to introduce just a bit of Dr. Elena before she introduces herself, yeah? So Dr. Elena Roibás Millán is the professor at the Aerospace System Air Transport and Transportation Department at the Research Institute Ignacio da Riva, IDR/UPM, of the Schools of Aeronautical and Space Engineering, UPM, Spain. Yeah, in Malaysia we also have another UPM, but this UPM is in Spain. So Dr. Elena, might be it's better if the audience know you better by your having you to introduce yourself, please.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, Hazariah, for inviting me. I am very honored, and it is a pleasure for me to be here today, mostly taking into account the topic of the week, women in space. Good evening. I'm Elena. My background is aeronautical engineer and PhD in aerospace engineering from Technical University of Madrid, the UPM. Currently, I am a professor and the Deputy Director of the Aerospace Systems Air Transport and Transportation Department of the School of Aeronautical and Space Engineering, the ETSIAE from UPM. I'm also a researcher in the Microgravity Institute Ignacio da Riva, the IDR Institute, and a member of the research group Aerospace Development and Testing. Previously, I was working as a researcher and a PhD candidate in the European Space Agency in the Technological Center STEC in Noordwijk in the Netherlands. And my field of study in ESA was about space structures and mainly about vibroacoustics, developing numerical methods for space structures response subjected to acoustic loads. When I was a student, I was also performing research activities in this field, in the space field, within the applied department of UPM, within a project for the development and testing of a plasma thruster. And it is funny because although in college I specialized myself in aircraft and aerodynamics, I've always been working in space-related fields. This is because I'm passionate about space science, because there are many things that at the moment we do not know. And I think this is a great opportunity for a researcher. In my personal life, if you want some curiosities about me, I am a mother of a 3-year-old twins that are, of course, my life. And at this moment, all my effort is focused in making compatible my professional life, that is luckily one of my hobbies also, and my kids, of course, without having to give up either of them.
Yeah, that's an amazing, if you did not mention about your twin, then I will definitely, because I think it's such an amazing task for you. Yes, right, you're working as a deputy director, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, and also with the kids, 3-year-old twins, and I think it's something that is amazing. Only a wonderful person that can do that.
Thank you. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's very hard. Yeah.
Exactly. That's actually come into our topic. When we talk about women in space, we are not just focusing on our task, but we are also focusing on our daily life. But this is come to the second questions. Yeah, when I wanted to ask. Yes, you did mention that you involved in many activities that related to space, and you are even part of the ESA team, ESA team for the some research. But you did mention that you are doing the research at the IDR. So maybe you can share with us what you do and what is IDR, and yeah, might be collaboration that you have in the university with the industries.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I'm sharing with you a presentation. It is okay?
Yes. Okay.
Share.
Okay.
Could you see
All
the
right.
presentation? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so first talking about the Technical University of Madrid, UPM is the largest and oldest university in Spanish language, and we have, I think, about 18 different schools covering all the fields of engineering. Right now we have about 4,000 students and about 3,000 professors, and one of the main research lines is, of course, space. We are organized in research groups of similar research interests. So in the space sector, we have the Microgravity Institute Ignacio da Riva, the IDR. The institute gets its name from its founder, the Professor Ignacio da Riva. So the IDR has been working in space technology for about 13 years, and in the beginning, it was developing payloads for spacecrafts. Later, IDR specialized in subsystems design and analysis, like structures, like thermal control, attitude determination and control, and so on. And then the IDR decided to develop our first satellite, which was the UPMsat-1, and some years later, the UPMsat-2. The main intention of this satellites program in the IDR is to provide our students with hands-on opportunities to work with actual satellite projects and participate in all the phases of this space project. Therefore, they can learn while practicing. In addition to that, we have a lot of projects related to space field, mainly missions in collaboration with space agencies, with ESA, the European Space Agency, with NASA, and other agencies in the world. We participated in international consortia of scientists and engineers to develop very large missions. You have here some examples like Solar Orbiter, like ExoMars, and many others. Of course, in the IDR, we have a lot of facilities to perform a complete qualification of a space system of a small satellite. I have here an example of some of them. First, you have here a mid-sized thermal vacuum chamber used for space environment simulation, testing, and analysis. To study systems and satellites in conditions similar to that they will found later in space. This facility is used for qualification testing and also for acceptance testing for flight hardware. In addition, we have a clean room in the left of the picture. This facility is designed to achieve low levels of contamination, in addition to having strictly controlled environmental parameters at the temperature, the amount of particles in the air, the humidity, the airflow, the interior pressure, and also the lighting. We have a clean room of class 100,000 and ISO 8 in the international system terms to be used for mainly assembly and integration of space equipment. Inside this clean room, we have another one, this time an ISO 5 for flight hardware integration and testing. We have also a mechanical vibration facility with 2 electrodynamic shakers. One is very small and it is ideal for mechanical qualification of space equipment, and a second one in that slide that allow the qualification of microsatellites up to about 50 kilograms. The satellite can be mounted vertically on the moving armature for the vertical test, and on a sliding table that is in this picture, connected to the shaker in an horizontal position to be tested laterally. We have also design installation facilities, a concurrent design facility that it is an advanced design room equipped with network computers, multimedia devices, and different installed and interconnected software. This room allows implementation of the concurrent engineering methodology in the development of space missions through interaction between design experts, data exchange, and of course information sharing. In the IDR, we use this facility for the preliminary design, usually for phases 0 and A, preliminary mission analysis and feasibility, and to evaluate the mission concept, perform trade-off analysis, and for the validation of new technologies at mission or system level. We have also a ground station that is being used right now for communicating with the Upmc2 that is in orbit. It has 2 antennas in UHF band on the right of the picture, and a system to manage the tracking of the satellite, the rotor movement in elevation and azimuth, and the data acquisition. Here is the start program of the IDR. We have the first UPM satellite, the Upmc1, that was the first Spanish university microsatellite, was launched in 1995 as a secondary payload in an Ariane 4. It was in orbit by 200 days in a synchronous orbit. Then we start developing the Upmc2, that is a microsatellite on the left of the picture of about 15 kilograms. He flies in a sun-synchronous orbit of 500 kilometers, and its mission is dedicated to in-orbit technological demonstration for education and science. It was launched on September the 3rd in 2020 from Kourou spaceport in French Guiana. This 16 Vega flight has been the first low Earth orbit ride-share commercial flight with a total of 53 satellites, 7 of them of the size of the Upmc2 microsatellite, to be released by the launch vehicle, arranged in a modular structure, the SSMS dispenser, SSMS from Small Spacecraft Mission Service. So in this project we have been very lucky because we received a lot of support from Spanish government, from the European Commission, and of course from a lot of companies. You have here some details of those collaborations. In line with the topic of this Space Week, we have a group of women in Upmc2 project, but we are still a minority in line with the numbers of this sector. Okay, you have here some of our students participating in the project of the Upmc2 development. Some of our women in Upmc2. And so to finish, Upmc2 is in orbit right now and it is working very well. So we are very excited, and of course we are starting with Upmc3. So this is for you to see the launch if you want. I sent you the video, Hazariah, if you could broadcast it now.
Which video? Yeah, the one that...
Yes. The video of the Upmc2 launch.
Okay, perfect. I'll put it here now.
8, 7,
Is this one right?
Yes.
And can you hear the voice?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'll play it again.
Okay, thank you.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top. Allumage
This
control.
is a Vega launcher. For us, this moment was exciting. We had to wait about 40 minutes for the Upmc2 separation because it was a right-share flight.
Yes.
Exactly.
How did
And
it feel?
I feel the goosebump, just looking at that.
Yes, it was amazing. Yeah. And then if you could share a video of the activities within IDR with the qualification of space equipment.
Okay, this video, yeah? I'll play it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Video roll on.
It is in Spanish, but you can see.
Wow, That's a
The
great video.
Yeah, was about the qualification testing of the electronic box of the Upmc2.
And it was in the IDR, right?
Yes, in our
Is
facilities.
it in the campus or is it in the...
No, in Monterancera campus, in Boadilla.
Yes, exactly. And I recognize some of the names and some of the faces there.
Yes, of course.
It was amazing. I have one question related to that one just now. You were mentioning that now UPM is working on the UPM Sat3.
Yes, we're
Oh
starting
my
right now.
gosh.
Yes, but I don't have enough details at the moment.
Yeah, but it's an amazing to hear that. You were saying that the UPM Sat2 now is 200 days,
Yes,
and now you are building
the UPM Sat1
Uh-huh.
in orbit, operational life in orbit.
Operationalized in orbit. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Sat2, UPM Sat1, Sat2, and coming Sat3.
Sat3, yes.
Let's hear about it in another session. Okay. All right. I think it was such an amazing presentation that you gave us, and then we got an idea of actually what is the IDR and what is the you are doing, and you are showing us a picture of a photo of woman in space. I think that's an amazing. Okay, in relation to that also, I would like to ask you about what do you think about the nexus between university and industry, and is it important in your point of view, in the academia point of view?
Yeah, yes, of course. I think it's extremely important. I think there are a lot of benefits in enhancing this collaboration between university and the private sector, the industry. I think in university we teach students and train them for their future professional life. So this collaboration with industry provides us a lot of information about the type of professionals they will need in the future, and somehow cause that we could adapt our courses. In general, I think industry needs to find solutions to complex challenges for energy, for environment, of course, for space. And usually few organizations have the internal capacity to deliver results and research programs on their own. But on the other side, innovation and research is the daily work for universities and academics, and in general, wish to see results from their research put into practice. So in these terms, to enhance collaboration is a win-win for both. I think in the past, the relationship between university and industry was somehow informal, because universities are primarily driven to create new knowledge and to educate our students in this knowledge. But on the other side, the private companies and the industry are focused on capturing valuable knowledge to gain a competitive advantage. But I think universities are changing and are becoming increasingly proactive managers of their collaboration with industry, creating also valuable intellectual property for themselves. I think this collaboration, industry university, requires careful management, but for me it is sure that it can bring many benefits.
Yeah, when you said about careful management, yes, we know that I also come from the university, and I think our point of view is the same, because we need to manage the quality of the procedures and the requirement for the university, and in the same time, industry has their own standard.
Yes.
Right. So you were saying that we need to look for the win and win situation. Yes. Lead me to the question that you are the person that are leading this department. You are the deputy director. Correct me if I'm wrong?
Yes.
Yeah. So what did you do actually as a deputy director?
But in university, I usually manage projects with industry, with Spanish government also. I try to manage the working force, students, PhD students, some of the research staff. This is my daily work.
Yes, I think every task has their challenge. What is your challenge in holding that position?
It's a good question. I think I always find problems with managing the projects itself, the funds, the schedule of the projects. I think this is my challenge, because with people I think I work very good. I don't have problems with anybody of my colleagues. So
yeah. When you said that you also engage with the government, yeah, we know that government, they have certain strict procedures that we have to follow. Yeah. So normally, what is your advice? Is the best approach for the university to get involved with the government body?
Oof.
Your advice, anything, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you have to ask first for a realistic project. You need to have an amount of work very, very realistic, because the schedule is impossible sometimes.
Yeah, I think what are you trying to say is that when you deal with the government, they want something solid on the table, right? They don't want we just like talk and we just come up with a paper, but it's not realistic. Yes, I got it. Thank you. I think it will be an advice to the any university or any academia that wanted to do a project, a collaboration with the government body. Then you need to know what you need to do. Make sure it's solid and prepare that it's realistic. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we know that we are on the week's World Space Week, and today is the last day for the World Space Week, the theme of the Woman in Space. Okay. I wanted to know, you are the person that involved in many projects, space related, involved with the government bodies, space related. How do you feel about the appreciations of women in space for this team this year? What do you feel about it?
I feel very happy with this year theme, Women in Space, and also I am so very happy to have the opportunity to share with you and the audience my vision about that. About women in space, I think women are yet widely underrepresented in careers related with science and technology, as you know, especially in engineering, where women represents, I think, about the 20% of students and also professors. I think the promotion of the science and technology in the girls must begin at home. For example, do not divide games and tasks by gender. A girl could like to tear apart a robot or play with a construction game, some things like that. I think this measure must be applied also in the classroom, at school, promoting the participation of girls in science and technology related activities. I think, for example, using female representatives could be crucial, and we need to see that as something natural. There are a lot of brilliant female scientists, mathematicians, engineers, of course, working in the biggest companies of the world, and they can become references to the future generations, but we need to make them visible, of course. So I think to focus the Space Week in women is perfect for this purpose. So I am very, very happy.
Yeah, I think it's the same also to us in Malaysia, because Malaysia is recently climbing up the ladder in participate in the space related. Because in Malaysia, when we talk about space, most of the students, yeah, previously they just know the astronaut. Because yeah, we want
Yeah.
sense and astronaut, yeah, but then I think with this type of awareness, I mean, this year woman, I think it's creating an additional impact to the kids, to the ladies, to the girls out there, right? I think even in Madrid also, even in UPM also, I think there's one professor, I think Professor Christina.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she's
It's
also
our
the,
director of the
yeah,
school. Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Yes.
The director of the school. She's also engaging with one of the, I think it's the NGO body that embark the woman in drone related kind of thing, engineering kind of thing. So,
Yes.
in your opinions, what do you think about enhancing more society body that can help these kids, especially the girls, to embark in this? Because if you just go follow the normal schools daily, you have science, you have mathematics, right? And then you go to the high school, you got the same things. But if there is a body, organizations, right, that can help in this, it will be better. What do you think about that?
Yes, yes. It's crucial for this that the associations, the universities, the government try to find this or to enhance this women participation. In the UPM, we have a department that is focused on the promotion of the girls and the women in space activities. We organize talks, we organize events in order to the girls to understand this field, to be happy with studying and space engineering or aerospace engineering. I think it's very important.
Yeah, I think that would be great if we could. I think collaboration also playing an important role. You know, like a developed countries like you have all the technologies, you have all the developments and such. I think it's good also for us to collaborate and sharing the knowledge. I think that would be great.
Yes, yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. We have another more or less 20 minutes to go, but we have questions also from the audience. Yeah, there is actually we are live from 3 different platforms today. The first one is we live from the World Space Week Malaysia, and then we have live from the Women Corporate in Aviation and Aerospace. Alright, an NGO from Malaysia. And the last one, we have the platform of the YouTube, Women in Aviation MIAT. Okay, I'm from the UniKL MIAT, so I've encouraged my girls, the students, to participate in any related fields that can boost their esteem and can give them motivational. So there's a question from the one of the channels asking about how do you manage your time. We can see that you are doing a lots of work as the program director for this previous project, and now you are the deputy director for the division. How do you balance? How do you balance your time, family, and career?
Well, good question. Also, it's hard. It's very hard because I try to spend time with my kids. Of course, they are babies with 3 years old, and I have a lot of work, and also I teach in the classroom, so I have to find some balance. I don't know. I didn't sleep. no. I don't know. I have a strict schedule, and I try to follow. I try to organize with a lot of time all my tasks. to be able to perform all the work, and I asked for help to my family, to my mother, to my yeah. There is no other way to do that.
Yeah, meaning that no matter how tough we are, we still need help from family, from the people surrounding us to help us. Yes, there's nothing wrong in asking help. Yeah. Okay. There's another question. Okay, this is something that is came from my phone. Somebody texted me and asking me that how do you give an instruction to your male colleague? You
Sorry?
are the I mean that you are the director of the program, for example, right? How do you give instruction? An order.
To another person or a staff. Okay.
Especially male. colleague.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
Yes. How?
I think the instructions are the same for woman or for a man. I try to be always close to my college, and try to do the things in a natural way. I have to do my work. You have to do your work, and things are working this way. But
Yeah.
I'm natural with that. I don't have problems.
Okay, I think there might be a problems. Sometimes, sometimes there is skepticals about women to lead the project and such. All right, so I think you are such an amazing person that you can handle all those kind of thing. Okay, there will be an advice, yeah. An advice to young generation, especially girls out there, for them to join the space related. What is your advice?
Okay, I think first I said them that space is an adventure. So if you work within this field, you are always doing research, facing unknown things, finding innovative solutions to problems. So space is a field of constant study. I think all people who are curious would enjoy it. I said the girls also that no one can tell you that you are not capable. You must follow your dreams, and if some problems appear, so you need to ask for help. Have the focus on women who have made it, and rule out gender stereotypes. And of course, if you want it, then go for it.
Okay, that's such an amazing advice from Dr. Elena. Yeah, so I think it's such an amazing. We have you today talking about the research that you've been carried out, and also related to the fields that you are really interested in. Just a quick question from me. Do you think that when you were small, you already have this ambition to be part of this engineering technology since you were small?
Yes.
What do you want to be? What do you want to be when you were a little kid?
I think I want to be an archaeologist. I don't know. I don't know why. I like the dinosaurs, but that was I was a baby. But when I was a girl, I liked things that I could manage with my hands, to construct a car, to use a mecano. In Spanish, we have a game that is for construction, and I like it a lot. I liked to solve puzzles. I think I liked to think. I liked to think. So when but I am not thinking about engineering or aerospace engineering. No, I like the maths, but I was not sure. But when I had to decide to select for a career, I think, well, space, aviation, aircraft. Oh, sounds good. Go then. Yes. It was no vocation of my life, but
yeah, I can say that we just go with the flow, right? Yeah, because you know
Yes.
what? You wanted to be an archaeologist. I wanted to be a policewoman.
Yes,
I wanted to be a policewoman because you know why? Because I watch a lots of Chinese series that that always show about the police cadet kind of thing. You know, it was like wow, that's amazing. But then when you are growing up, you see different thing. Right? When you are in the high schools, your friend is talking about something that is different. And then when you go to the university or institute, then you saw a different opportunity. I think in our life, I think decision is on us. Opportunity is another things. I think if we don't seek for the opportunity, it will not come to us.
yes,
As I think it's the same like you also when you join the Technical University of Madrid, you are a normal lecturer, a normal professor, right?
sorry.
But I think I mean you are a normal, yes, right. Now you are becoming into a different fields of management that you need to engage with the industry, you need to go and having a meeting with the government body, which is I think throughout the transition, what do you think is if you can turn back time, what can you do better in order to achieve what you have missed before? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I think I like to be in the classroom. This is what I liked more because I like to be with the students, to share my knowledge if I have someone of that, and in the managing part, in the university we have luckily some institution that manage this part of paperwork of the projects, and I think it is easy. I think I don't have problems. I have also some supervisors of my work that help me with these tasks. But I think I never leave the classroom because this is what I like.
Yeah, I think you and me have something in common, you know. No matter how high you go at the management levels, your heart is always with the students. You
Yes,
always
of
wanted
course.
to be in the classroom. You always wanted to engage with the students.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course.
Totally understood. Okay, I think I will give you another last thing for you to share with us, because you know what, I'm kind of like worried if the babies woke up, you know.
Yes.
they're taking a nap. Okay.
They're taking a nap.
Yes, I think an amazing and a beautiful woman like you always have something that you always refer to. If you mind sharing with us your special or your favorite quote to the audience that watching today.
Yes, is all adventures, especially into new territory, are scary. Those are words of Sally Ride. Sally Ride was an American astronaut and physicist. She was the first American woman in space, traveling for the first time, I think, in 1983 on board the space shuttle. Later, she became a professor in the University of California in San Diego. And she started looking for ways to help women and girls who wanted to study science and mathematics. So, as I said before, for me, like Sally, space is a constant venture. Sometimes it's scary to face problems, but when you solve it, is very rewarding and a wonderful feeling.
Wow, that's great. That's great. I can capture the adventure. Okay, I can capture that scary when you face a problem, but there's always a reward waiting for you.
Yes.
Wow, that's an amazing. Okay, before we end the session, I would like to ask you. You gave us a very, I can say, a very unique picture of you in here. Okay, if I can show you the picture. Okay, wait, all right. I mean the poster of the. Okay, the poster of behind here. Yeah. Okay, I cannot show it here. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to remove you and me behind that you can see. Okay, can you tell me a bit about this? I'm looking at this photo when you gave me, and I can see that you are looking at me, but another reflection. Okay,
Yes.
I will remove myself and you for a while. Okay. Okay, that photo.
Okay.
Before we leave, yes.
Yes. That photo is with during the qualification, the acceptance campaign of UPMc2. This is one of the payload because UPMc2 is a technological demonstrator, and this is a microthermal switch. This is a radiator. So when we were presenting UPMc2 in society, we take some pictures, and this one for me it's very funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's such an amazing photo. You know, I think it has like a something that we need to understand behind the photo. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I think with that, I would like to thank you, Dr. Elena, for being with us today. All right. Again, all the way through from Madrid. Okay, willing to spend our time during weekend, yeah, to share with us with the knowledge of space and the encouragement towards the young ladies out there. With the titles of our topic for today, the woman in space, the nexus between university and industries, Earth and beyond. So with that, I think hope that we can meet you again in different session to talk about something more interesting, hopefully. And until then, I would like to thank you again. Thank you so much for being with us today. All right. Okay, Dr. Alina, thank you so much.
Terima kasih, Hazariah.
Muchísimas gracias a ti. Okay, bye.
Bye.